What is going on, everybody out there? It is your boy CryptoMykel here, coming today with a node update, guys. This will be the last node update of running, our basic Cumulus node. Alright, so guys, we are going to be upgrading our node tier in about T-minus about a month or so. Currently, middle of March is the set date for the node halvings of my tier. March 1st actually starts the node halvings of my tier of the Nimbus nodes, or the Cumulus nodes. And then middle of the month starts for the Nimbus nodes, which is what we're going to be moving over to. So we'll transition about mid-month towards end of next month to the next node tier. We'll have a video coming out of doing all of that. It'll be the same process, but we need a new node tutorial video anyway, due to requirements changing and different ways that people have to be going about this. So let's just dig into some of that real fast. So guys, here we are on the Run on Flux website. Alright, so as you know, we are running a Cumulus node, so that is about 10,000 flux, is 10,000 flux, 2 V cores, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 50 gigabytes of storage, and 2.5 terabytes of bandwidth. Alright, so that is VPS and ARM64 compatible as it currently sits. We run ours on VPS over there on Volter. So link in the description if you would like to use Volter. It helps out, helped out quite a bit through the entire setup process and node op that we've had for the past year, running our Flux Cumulus node. So we'll be upgrading to the Nimbus nodes, but Nimbus nodes are no longer going to be 25,000 flux. It's going to get halved. So as you can see, if you just scroll down on the Run on Flux node website, it actually says what will be the specifications for the new node collateral halving. New node collaterals. Yeah. So as you can see, the Cumulus nodes, which is what we run, is March 1st to March 22nd. Between this date, both old and new collaterals will be valid to run a Cumulus node. After the 22nd, only new collaterals will be available and required. So Nimbus nodes, March 15th through April 5th. Between these dates, both new and old collaterals are going to be valid running a Nimbus. After the 5th, only the new collaterals will be accepted. Stratus is April 1st through the 30th of April. Between those dates, both new and old will be valid and able to run. Now, important thing to note is for us, we run Cumulus. So between March 1st, which is not too far away from now, and March 22nd is when we will, our node will still be up and able to run at current requirements. Past the 22nd, our node will shut off. So probably between the 10-day period of March 15th and 22nd or so, is when my node will go off and then come back online to the new service. Alright. Because March 15th is the day that I will be able to run my Nimbus node with the new 12,500 collateral. It was, of course, 2,500, but now it'll be around 12,500. Alright, so we will have that, and we have that actually already. Because that's what we've been running. We've been running our Flux node over a year now, so we still have our 10,000 flux that we've had, plus the extra flux that we've accumulated over the past year from the node. We'll be able to run this. Now, things to keep in mind, of course, if you are doing this, remember our old Cumulus node is running 2 V cores, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and 50 gigabyte hard drive, All right, so the new requirements for the same Cumulus node, of course, are going to be 2 cores, 4 threads. Fine, same thing. But now they are upping from 4 gigabytes to 8 gigabytes of RAM and 220 gigabytes of storage with 180 megabytes of download write speed. Same bandwidth. All right, so our current setup will no longer run a Cumulus node anyway. So we are having to upgrade, and due to requirements upgrading, we actually had to up and move. We're moving to a different node provider. Contabo is who we're going to be running now, because I can get this amount available for VPS. It's very slim pickings, and not very many people do this exact amount without it being extremely expensive. Had I not found Contabo, I'd be buying hardware right now. I actually would have already bought hardware to run my Flux node if Contabo hadn't have shown up and been able to facilitate Flux nodes. Went ahead, I already own my Contabo plot for this specific amount. I actually got that about a month ago, so I'm paying extra right now on node requirements. I'm paying both of my node requirements for my current node and the new node. I'm okay with that. There's not very many slots left for the Nimbus, so it's okay. It's the price I'm willing to pay. So, we can go down to economics now. Because of this, as you know, we are running Cumulus, so here is our current profitability per month. All right, and here is what we were going to be going up to. So we will be doubling our profitability. All right, and on top of that, we get KDA rewards now. So we will get KDA rewards weekly, which is nice. I like Kadena. Plus, we get parallel assets of Kadena, so getting this is a nice way to be able to transfer or move my Flux KDA. Now that is either using it on Fusion and or sending it to CADX. All right, not financial advice, but that's what we'll be moving up to. We'll be getting an increased amount of Flux parallel asset tokens. So I know that before this happens, we will be claiming what we have in our Flux parallel assets on our full node wallet, as well as moving everything out of that wallet and creating a new. I will be testing my Contabo stuff this week to make sure it will facilitate the node, get able to run benchmarks and know what's going to go wrong prior and all of that. So now let's head on the node into our node real fast and check out what we've acquired over this time frame. So here we are inside of our full node Flux node. I never moved over to light node. I've stayed on full node, which I'm okay with. I do not honestly mind running the full node personally. I like it personally a little bit better, but that's just me personally. Not everyone's the same as me, but nonetheless, here we are. Here's our 10,000 flux that we've had locked for the Cumulus node, as well as what we have right now, which is 2,137. We used to have more, but when Flux pumped, I sold a little bit of node rewards and bought some gold shell ASICs. So to each their own. I would have had more than enough at that point. I think I probably, no, I don't think actually I would. I probably only sold like 200 of the flux out of there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was 99 per time. I think it was about 200 flux or so. So I'd be like right around the right amount if I had all the flux that I earned over the entire course of the year. minus the fact that I had some downtime for about a month during months 9 and 10 due to me moving locations and not checking my node and not being able to like get it back up and running. So shame on me. Anyway, yeah, that's what we got for the Flux node. So this is the last time you guys will see this Flux node screen, and the next time you'll see the Flux node screen, we'll be running a different node, and we will have more videos coming up for that for the next year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can keep it up and running for a year, and we won't have any skewed numbers due to any mishaps. So we'll keep better track of that this year, and hopefully don't have any issues. So on to the last thing we have for updates for Flux. The next parallel assets, guys, we have Avalanche and Terra. So May 5th, guys, is the next snapshot date, which is after the node Collateral Halvings. So our newer nodes will have the requirements and collateral to claim for the Flux Avalanche and Flux Luna snapshots. That's freaking awesome, guys. That is going to be 5% of the holdings that you have in Flux. Boom. So as that what currently sits, a Nimbus node that we will be running would be 12,500 times that by 5% of each. So we'll just go ahead and claim that as a 0.1, so that's 10%. We will get 1,250 flux. Oh, half and half actually, if you want to like get real. Divide that by 2, so we'll get 625 Flux Avalanche and 625 Flux Luna. That is what we will have. Of course, I mine Flux, so I have other Flux that I could be able to claim. But for the node itself, we will get an extra an extra 1,000 or so Flux. I will be able to claim for the snapshots on the parallel chain for the node mining, and that will yield some extra flux as well in said chains. So Flux, Avalanche, and Luna. And then of course you keep earning on that as well. I don't know if anybody else knows that, but you do get to keep earning extra flux parallel chains with your flux nodes, like all the time. Actually, it's in the if you look at the economics over here, it is flux tokens. So it's that every month we get 49.47 flux tokens, which is about $84, but you do have to like split that between all the chains that are currently there. So yeah, we'll show you that real quick. All right, guys. So if we are here in Fusion, built right into the Zelcore wallet. So if you go to apps, just click Fusion. All right, now here you would click Parallel Mining Claim. All right, and this is where you would enter in like your mining address if you're not mining to Mining Pool Hub or Flux Labs Pool. Specifically, if you're mining to a pool that doesn't have parallel assets claiming, you can claim them yourself here, but you will have to like convert them and do all the extra fees and work yourself. That's why those other pools are kind of an asset, because they do all of the hard work for you. All right, now, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. So we're currently at 5 chains now. So you get 49. We get 49.47 flux right now per month, and then we divide that by 5 chains, right? Yep, 5 chains. So we get 9.894 flux per month per each one of these chains. So like a FLUX-LUNA, FLUX-Tron. So when the new snapshot happens, whatever you're currently holding inside of these will snapshot. Usually that, no like financial advice or like physical word on that, but what I've noticed is that whenever that happens, whatever you were holding here gets automatically snapshotted to these two. So maybe beneficial for you, maybe not. In order to do these, you just click that, and then for mining addresses, you would just click custom, and this is where you would enter in your full node's wallet address that you're getting claims to. You would enter that in there, and that would show you your claimable amount of flux that you have per chain, and send it wherever you want to go. So little cool tidbits to teach you right there, guys. Now make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, the bell notification so when we go live or post videos here on the channel. We would greatly appreciate it, guys. We will be having we have live streams every Saturday morning here for Good Morning Miners, as well as we try to post videos weekly on Mondays. So you'll see this on a Monday. Of course, we have other videos coming out here soon, as well as a rig build and mining pool kind of cover. Not really, it's not sponsored or anything. We're just going over in depth over a specific mining pool and extra features that it holds that you may or may not know about. So guys, we'll catch y'all next time. Use all those helpful referral links down in the description below. Get you some Doge Lord coffee with the referral link down in the description. It helps me out. It helps the channel. Catch y'all next time, guys. Stay caffeinated. Keep your hash rates up. Your watts low. Peace.